next one goes to you, we'll start, and then we'll just keep rotating. This was more fun when we had 5, but we'll talk for us. Yeah. All right. So the next question, a similar theme, tax cuts. So the Bush-era tax cuts are going to soon expire. And while you're in Congress, you're going to have a choice helping figure out what to do about them. You can go back to the Clinton-era tax levels. You could stay where they are now and put them back and keep them where we're going now. You can exempt certain levels, $250,000 is one level we've heard about, $1 million another income level we've heard about, or you can try something else. Matt, what's your thought when you get down there? What would you do regarding that topic?
Well, I'm a CPA, so I have a particular idea about this, and my idea is that we need to go back to the Clinton-era tax levels, and I think that this country is in need of great infrastructure needs. It's got a debt from the wars that we've been involved in over the past, and we're at a critical state right now. The Northeast is a very difficult place to be right now because our communities are undergoing a lot of stress right now. There's needs at every level, and I would like to make sure that we put in a tax system that is fair and make sure that there is fair taxation at every level, and that a secretary's tax rate should be the same as Warren Buffett's, as the Koch brothers, as anyone else in this category. And I would like to make sure that we put those layers into effect, and that we focus our spending in the right areas so that we can use those monies wisely and well for our communities.
I think the whole crux of your issue is the problem that we're all facing in the middle class, and that is that the middle class is under attack. That during this Great Recession, middle class people have lost income, they've lost their value, and they're just barely hanging on. And that's something that Dan Hayworth and other Republican Tea Party members just don't get. I think the best way most Americans would understand to balance the budget and get this country going would be to invest in the country. It sounds almost counter-logical or counterintuitive, but counter-cyclical investing, getting your country going, what Proven calls for, investing now in your country is the best way to get the country going. I do believe in extending the Bush tax cuts for middle-class people, and I also believe that all of us have this sense of an unfairness that's been going on for the last decade or so, that people who are super wealthy are not paying their fair share, and the burden is coming down on the middle class. So those people who earn over $1 million a year need to pay their fair share. Look at Social Security. You have someone who makes $1 million a year. They're only paying tax on the first $100,000. Why are they getting $900,000 a year tax-free? That's unfair. We all pay our taxes. Why shouldn't they? I don't want to raise everyone's taxes. I'm talking about people who are super wealthy who can afford to do more, as Warren Buffett has called for. So I believe in extending the Bush tax cuts. I believe we need to help the middle class. I think we need to jumpstart the economy. But I do think that the super wealthy need to pay their fair share so we all feel better about doing our part.
We'll let them expire.
Right.
Right.
What you're saying is, there's a confusion.
Right. No. In fairness to Dr. Becker, what he means is the Bush tax cuts should not be extended. Is that what you meant?
That's correct.
Right. Well, we'll get out to you. What was it? No, but I know what you mean, and he's right. I think what I would do is I would absolutely allow. The rates for families making over $250,000 a year and individuals making over $200,000 a year go back to where they were in the Clinton administration. When we did that in the Clinton administration, the Republicans said the sky was going to fall, you're going to kill jobs, right? It was going to be the worst thing that ever happened in the American economy. And what happened? We had the longest period of economic expansion in American history. So we know those rates are consistent and compatible with strong economy if we make other good choices. If we stop giving tax breaks to oil companies that don't need them, if we stop giving tax breaks to companies that ship our jobs overseas, if we stop wasting money where the government wastes money, and we start making investments where we should make investments. And it's not that people don't know what makes sense. It's that your voices aren't heard. It's that the only people who are heard in Washington are the people with the right lobbyists, who have the right connections. The game is rigged, and you need somebody there who is fighting for you. And one of the reasons that the unions and President Clinton and the mayor of Middletown and Putnam County Democratic Committee are rallying around my campaign is that I've been there, and I know how Washington works, and I know the games that are played. And I can hit the ground running on day one to work on tax policies and work on all these other issues, because we don't have a minute to waste. Congress is broken and is not working for people who work and who need it working. And that's what I want to do, so give me your vote. Thank you.